Right, welcome back to another video. In this one I'm looking at the Babylon again, right? And the Babylon basically, I've worked out that the Babylon has a query about black babies, right? The Babylon is obviously the baby idea, right? Then the lion idea, right? Which is, remember, lions are native to Africa, right? So when you're talking about Babylon, you're talking about the black babies. And London, right? Of course, London is sort of an experimental place for black babies being born within Europe and that, right? There's a song called Black Babylon. Of course, CK, remember CK is 33, right? CK is 33, right? 311. But this is called Black Babylon. And sort of strange lyrics, right? Scarlet whore. Salvation, remember salvation, like the tea drinking, right? The salvia. Last night of mortality. But of course, this Babylon's supposed to be in the ancient empire, right? And of course, it's fake. It's totally fake, as I've been looking at in the past couple of videos, right? And a lot of code, obviously, in things where you look at. Here's a movie, right, in 1980. Franco Rossua, right, which is red. It's like the Scarlet Whore type of thing, you know. And it's about Brinsley Ford, who's one of the tea drinkers of that group Aswad. So a reggae man, Rasta man. I've done a couple of videos on the Rasta man thing, right? The boot, Jamaican stuff and all that. Of course, we know how Jamaica was basically an upper class, basically royal aristocratic tea drinker stronghold. Jamaica, obviously Jamaica James, right? And there's apparently another new movie being called Babylon coming out 2022. I don't know what this one is, but obviously see, it shows how current, how they love this Babylon idea all the way, right? So obviously the Babylon idea is very important to them and all. It's Babylon Health UK, right? Black Babylon. See, they love these ideas, right? So I typed in here, right, were there black people in Babylon, right? You get some interesting things back, right? There is evidence that the founders of Babylon were black people and the descendants of Ham, now as James. Right? Were the Babylonians black? Best answer, yes. You know what I mean? So now this is basically, pointing towards a different idea, like, to what people think about it, right? This Babylon idea that they were blacks, basically, right? As I've pointed out in a couple of previous videos, the Roman idea is basically relating to the blacks, right? As is the Egypt black land. Egypt means the black land, of course. Of course, with this Babylon idea in the Rastafarian religion, that it's a very important idea in the Rastafarian religion, so always gone on about it in that. So you see what I mean? It seems to have a black heritage type of thing to it. You have like the Israeli called London, the modern Babylon, right? The Israeli, couldn't get more good than that name, could you? The duality in London was utterly transformed. And this is about 1700, right? And this is BBC, they're putting it in themselves, this Babylon idea, really. And there's a film by Julian Temple, London the Modern Babylon. He's one of the biggest, poshest tea drinkers, that Julian Temple. So, very much their own idea. Lost city in Babylon. Of course, this begs a question, right? Was Jesus black? Jesus, obviously, little baby in the stable and all that, right? And the modern day nation of Israel, descendant of Jews. Now, when all these Jews were created much later on, around about 1700s, right? So there's no Jews before about 1700s, right? So if he was a descendant of Jews, see what I'm saying? Don't make any sense, right? All of light brown skin tone, but closer to black than white, if you know what I'm saying. Of course, the little baby Jesus idea. That seems to be an African play or something in London. See? So obviously, the little baby Jesus idea is very dear to African hearts, like, you know what I mean? Much more so than what it is with whites and that, right? So very funny stuff. A lot of duplicitousness in that, surrounding this, story and that. The three Rasta men. Of course, in the Rasta idea, you've got again the rats code, right? The rats in the star code. Of course, Jesus, the three wise men, followed the star, didn't they? And there were three wise men from the east. Basically, three Rasta men from the east. Gone by that. The old Rasta headgear and basically followed the star, but they were rats. So all these type of codes, right? Of course, virgin born son, which means born out of a test tube or an incubator or something. Didn't come out of a woman's body, see? So you're trans, right? Have to sort of reiterate that one, like. So a lot of black type of connections to it, right? Mostly young black audience love the raw, rude swagger and bruised heart of this little baby Jesus review. Oval House, London. Arinzia Kenya's thrilling triumph. See? There you go, only 85% out of 100. Good show, eh? Here's some interesting stuff, right? Of course, like the average white person in that. You never equate, Jesus with any of this stuff. But these Rasta men, not certainly love their Jesus and that, you know what I mean? When they're sitting smoking their herb or whatever, they certainly love their Jesus ideas and all that. So you can see, this is like how they disparity between the two type of cultures and all that, you know what I mean? Africa and European or British, right? Very much part of it, the Jesus idea and the lion idea, right? God revealed himself as Moses. I've done a video before about how Moses is black, right? The second is Elijah, the L. And the third of it all is Jesus Christ. Of course, he had to be the third one, like, didn't he, for the Masonic and that. So you see what I mean? This sheds a different perspective on the, Jesus stuff and that. Reading, if you've heard that saying, right, the wise men come from afar. I think it's in one of the songs, right? The wise men, regardless of where they came from, specifically came from afar. right? Afar. So that's in the Rastafari idea, right? So this is like a total link with Rastafarianism and all that, and the Jesus story, right? Wise men from afar. Of course, the Rastafarianism. Of course, you got the ST, the ST and the Royal Arch, as well as like the Safari idea, which is African idea and all that. And it only started during the 1930s. It's fairly new, The Lion of Judah. Interpretation of the Bible. This Lion of Judah is pretty important in it, in the whole thing, right? Jewish national cultural symbol. Few sevens on there, like as you can see, right? Again, like the blue background, like in the Babylon idea, right? Judah Heights. And the fourth son. Fourth son, like the Dalit. Jacob, of course, is James. And became Israel, right? Patriarch of the Israelites. So James, King James, the father of all these religions and nations and all this. Right? Jesus of Nazareth. The Lion of Judah was title used by Ethiopian emperors, the Ethiopian eunuch, known as the Atsi, the teas. See what I'm saying? The teas, tea drinkers, the Solomonic dynasty. There's a nice few sevens for you, like. Of course, all these have slightly different meanings in the Hebrew language thing. Plenty of sevens, and all that one's a shin, 777. Basically all seven, related to seven, like on it. Brick in the background, right? 33 on the pause, right? Arya, young lion. Arya, Aryan priesthood type of thing, right? Priests. In Jerusalem. The root of David. And seven seals. Obviously, I'd love seven, right? Conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Quite a few memes about Babylon babies. Yeah, black Babylon babies. Babylon babies are filled in all by French-born Canadian. Canadian writer Maurice G. Dantec. Surrogate mother of twins, representing the next stage of human evolution, so a lot of trans type of stuff. Here's the upcoming Babylon film, right? Yeah. Here's one of the stars in it, like Jovan Adipur. Adipur is British American.